This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the Terraform basics. Okay. So the previous session we have discussed what is IAC and why do we need Terraform and the comparison of the different IAC tools. So now from today onwards we are going to discuss only about the Terraform and the various components in the Terraform. Okay. So let's discuss about the today's topic, the Terraform basics. So what are the things we are going to cover today? The one is IDE, that is the platform where we can write the Terraform code. Okay, that is the one we are going to see it. And yeah, we are going to use the visual code. I will tell you how to install it and what are the options available. Why should we need VS Code? Okay, and the plugins and the basic structure of HashiCorp config language. I mean, so they have created this. HashiCorp has created this Terraform language, right? So they have its own syntax and the configuration. Those things we are going to see it, and a few commands, the workflow commands we have that we are going to see, the core commands, and then there are various blocks. So I will explain everything in this class, okay? And finally we will have the recap and knowledge check. Okay, let's start. So IDE, it's a integrated development environment. What is IDE? IDE is nothing but it is a place where we can write our code. Okay, so as you know, we can write the script in any notepad. Even we can open the notepad and we can write it, and we can save it as with extension. Okay, if it is a Python, we can save it as py. If it is a PowerShell, we will save it as ps1. But the notepad is not very, it is not very user friendly. So we need to have some special kind of editor where it will suggest us, right? And where it will be, we can easily identify whether it is having any syntax error or so those kind of stuff, right? So that kind of tool we have to identify to write our code first. Okay, so that is called generally we are calling it as IDE. Okay, there are various IDE tools available in the market. So how we can choose the better, I mean, best IDE for our purpose? So that is what we are going to see here. Okay, so it is nothing but the source code editor. Okay, where we can write our software code. So here we are talking about the Terraform. Okay, and you should have the debugger as well. Debugger means we can execute the script there itself, and if there is any bug, it has to display there itself. Okay, if we write something on the notepad, we have to execute in the different window. Okay, that is not very user friendly. Okay, so when we are choosing the IDE, we have to be no know that it has to support multiple programming languages. What is multiple programming languages? For example, we are writing Terraform code, that is a TF .tf okay, as well as the IDE has to support the other languages like PowerShell or Python or Shell or Docker, whatever it is, because at the end with the Terraform we are going to include these things as well whenever it is needed. Okay, so it is better to choose the IDE tool which supports these many languages, I mean more than one languages. That particular editor should not restrict with only one language. Okay, that's how we have to choose our IDE editor, and it has to support the multiple platforms. That particular IDE tool has to work on Windows, Linux, and Mac, because in team we may have different team members. In some situation, if you are switching over to Linux, then the same tool has to be, has to support, then only you can write the code, right? So it is always better to choose the cross platform IDE tools. Okay, and it should be lightweighted tool, and it should be freeware. It has to have the extensions. So what is extensions? I will explain you what is extensions. So for the glimpse I will tell you. So when you write the code, if you put the dot, it will give some suggestions, right? So what are the functions that are available for this particular class, like that, right? So, and also it will have some coloring codes. So those kind of stuff we need for the better understanding, right? While we are seeing visually, we have to understand the structure of the code, right? So for that we have to have the extension. Okay, so that we will install it and we will see how it works. And terminal support, as I told, you cannot you should not execute the script in different window. It will be better if we can execute the script in the same IDE tool itself, so that it will be better for us, right? And the single IDE editor should have the multiple folders or multiple projects, so that we can handle everything in the single place, right? And the Git support. So in last class we discussed about something, the Git, right? So Git is nothing but it is the central repository where we can store our codes, right? So for example, so this is the Git repository we have. So this is the Git repository, right? So like that, we have to have the uh, when you are pushing the code, when you're storing the code into the GitHub repository, this particular IDE has to support to pull and push it, right? That I will also show you in later classes. Just for now, just make sure whatever the ID you are choosing, it should have the Git support as well. Okay. And commenting means again. Uh, if you're commenting the few lines, that code should not execute. So those kind of things it has to support. Okay. So so the considering all this, we are going to choose the VS Code. That is the best tool available for now, specifically for Terraform. Okay, so we will see how to download and how to install on the Windows machine. Okay, so I have given the this link, and this link also can be found on the GitHub link. Okay, so now let's execute this. Actually, I don't have Windows machine, so I have already one Windows machine in my AWS environment. So I will start it and then I will install that. Okay.
Hey, hi Suresh, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so you are using the Visual Studio Code, right? Does IntelliJ also supports the same functionalities that you have mentioned?
Yes, yes, it will support. Yes.
Okay, because in my firm they are using IntelliJ, that's why I asked. Thank you.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it should support. Yeah. Even Notepad is support, but whatever the software you are telling, right, that is all support. But I think basically that will be used for mainly Java, right?
Actually, we use for AWS as well.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that will support. Yes.
Okay.
Mm. So we are going to download the software now. So if you are using Windows, you can download this. If you are using Linux, download this, or Mac, download from here. Okay. So here I will download for Windows. Okay, once you download and once after installation, you will have the this kind of window. Okay, it is in dark mode, but if you want change the look and feel, you can still change it. Okay, by going to the system preference. Okay, like if you go to that system preference, yeah, preference, and then from here in the profile you can change everything, the coloring and all. Okay, but that is the cosmetic stuff, you can figure it out. But let me tell you the important things. Okay, I think the screen is visible, right? Or okay,
Yes,
Yes,
Suresh.
it's visible.
yeah,
Yes,
okay.
it's visible.
So here, if you go to file and open folder, then it will open, you can open the particular folder, then everything will be listed in the left panel. Okay. So for example, I don't have any code here, but just for okay. Yeah, like that, if you select the folder, all the files will be listed here. Okay. Okay. That is the first tab. Okay. This is the first tab. If you click again, it will maximize. If you click again, it will show the this thing. Okay. So suppose if you have any code here, you can just write the code here. Okay. I will show you in my laptop. Okay, just for installation I came to Windows now. Okay, so okay, this is the first one. Okay, and the search is nothing but you can search anything on this particular folder and you can replace it, that you all are aware. And this is what I told the GitHub option. So if the folder is integrated with the GitHub, then you can directly pull and push the code from here itself. Okay. If you don't understand what is mean by push or pull, you don't worry. We will have a separate session to have the some basic idea of the Git. There you will get it. Okay. As of now, just you just understand that this particular option is for GitHub. Okay. Okay, and this is nothing but the debugger where we can run the execute, and this is what I told extension. Okay, so in this
Suresh,
extension,
whether
yeah,
Git and GitHub both are different or similar one?
uh no, both are same only. GitHub means whatever we are seeing on the browser, right? That is the GitHub. Git means that is a command line tool which supports the GitHub. That's it. Otherwise both are same only.
Okay, okay, fine, Suresh.
Huh? Okay, so the extension, right? So here, for example, what I'm going to do, let me create one file. Okay, for creating file, you can click here, it will create a new file. If you click here, it will create the new folder. It is a refresh button. So if I'm going to create on a new file, like let's say TF. Okay, TF is nothing but that is the Terraform file. Okay, so mm, now I am saving it. Okay, I mean, this is without extension. Okay, without extension, I could see something. It's like a plain text only. Okay, suppose if I install, right? If I install the extension, if you go to extension, we have various extension. If you are using Terraform, you can just type Terraform here. You will get the various type of extensions. Here, always choose the HashiCorp one. Okay, so just to choose HashiCorp and then just install it. That's it. It got installed. Suppose if you are using Python, you can again just search for Python. You will get another
Uh,
extension.
so which means we don't want to install any separate Terraform here. That VSE code will
No, 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 no.
depend the
Terraform
extension.
has to be no. Terraform has to be installed. Without Terraform, we cannot execute the script. This is for this extension will helpful for writing the code. Okay, I will tell you, like,
Okay,
let me
okay,
show you
okay.
here itself. See, now as soon as I install the extension, you can see the coloring code here, the block also where it ends and where it is closes, everything is showing here, right? But previously without extension, it's a plain text only. So that's why the extension is very important. Okay. If you don't understand, let me copy some code from here. Maybe this is I have sample code. Let me copy here.
So Suresh, what we are doing is installing the plugin, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it's the
The one
installing the
plugin.
plugin only. Yeah,
Okay.
Terraform plugin on the VS Code. I mean for VS Code. Okay, it's not for the core Terraform. It's not for Terraform. It's not for Terraform. It's for VS Code. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, if you see here, we can see the different coloring code, and we can easily identify. If you see this block, these two blocks are same coloring code. So we, while seeing it, we will come to know, okay, this block opens here and this block ends here, like that. Like, right? Suppose if I, let's see, without a Terraform extension now. I'm going to uninstall it. Okay, I uninstalled it. Okay. Okay, let me close it and open, or okay. See, I uninstalled the Terraform extension. Now you see, these are all just a plain text, right? Here, it will not be very. It's not no. While we are seeing visually, we have to identify ourselves where it opens and where it ends. This is just a sample when I'm saying the block things, okay? But going forward, while writing the script, if you put the dot, it will show you that what is it, the pre-populated things, it will suggest us, okay, those things are there, I will show you, but as of now, just be strict with this, okay, because
You mean to say
I
like
have not
the
entered into
library, the library function,
yeah.
which is like in Linux we put tab right for the commands, the preponed command,
Ah,
right?
right,
That
like
will
that. Yes,
kind of same.
yes, yeah, yeah, like that. Okay. So once I enter into the coding part, I will show you how we have to do that in shortcut key and all. So as of now, just install the VS Code and have the extension as a mandatory one, okay, for the Terraform. Okay, this is all about the VS Code. Okay, so going forward, we are going to write the script on the, I mean, write the Terraform code on the VS Code only. Okay, okay.
And
Whether
see
all
in
these
India,
models are a template will be populated in the VS Code itself, whether it is inbuilt, Suresh, or we need to do anything like that. So it's populating,
No,
right?
these are
Everything, Jupyter, Python.
yeah, these are all VS Code only. Just you need to have the internet connection. So automatically, whenever you are searching, it is automatically populating. We need
Okay,
not to do anything. Okay,
fine, fine, fine.
let
by
me
by
install it.
default to set up this Terraform code, so we have to use only Visual Code or any other tools that can be to utilize for this Terraform to set up this configuration file.
Yeah,
Only Visual. Okay.
no, not like that. Not only Visual Code. That's what I told. Even you can write the code in your simple notepad, like here itself. Like
Okay. Okay.
in the notepad also you can write and you can save it as TF. Then it should work. Okay, but that is not very user friendly. That's why we are going for the VS Code. Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah. I got.
Oh, yeah. So now let's move on. Okay. Now we have the VS Code to write the script. Okay. Now let's see the Terraform workflow. Okay. So what is the workflow? There are only the five things we have in the Terraform. We have only five workflows.
Hi
Whatever
Suresh,
the
that
cloud,
this
yeah,
PPT everything is available in that GitHub.
PPT will not be available, but the content will be available. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You just go through the GitHub content, and you just tell me if it is not enough, then I will see the other possibility how to share these things to you in different format. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. So when we are talking about the Terraform workflow, we have the majorly main the five things. Okay. One is init, and then validate, and then plan, and then apply, and then destroy. Whatever the cloud environment you are working, or VM or whatever it is, if you are going to manage it through Terraform, only these five things comes to the picture. Okay. So let's see what is init and what is validate and these things. So for init, we have a command called Terraform init. Okay. And for validate, we have command called Terraform validate. And for plan, we have plan. For apply, we have apply. For destroy, we have destroy. Now we have to understand what is init, what is validate, and what is plan, what is apply, and what is destroy, right? So just remember these commands. We are going to use these commands in upcoming lab in in this session itself. Okay. Okay. Now let's understand what is init. As soon as you enter this command, right, this Terraform init command, as soon as you enter the Terraform init command, it will initialize the Terraform directory. So what is Terraform directory? There is one folder. In the particular folder, you are writing the Terraform files, right? The folder may have single TF files or multiple TF files, whatever it is. It is based on your requirement and your choice. Okay. So that folder which holds the TF files, that is the Terraform directory. That is the working directory. Okay. So that particular directory will get initialized by executing the command Terraform init. Okay. Also, it will download the providers, I mean plugins. For example, if you are writing a code for AWS, it will download the required providers from the registry site that I will show you. But as of now, just understand Terraform init is nothing but initializing your folder. It is making ready your folder to execute the Terraform script. Okay. Okay. Then what is validate? After you have written the code, after you initializing the folder, now you have to validate. Terraform validate. If you execute this command, it will check it out. Is there any syntactical error in your program? Okay. If there is any syntactical error, then it will throw error there itself. Okay. Just for verification purpose, we can use the Terraform validate command. That is the thing it will do. Okay. And what is plan? So as soon as you complete these two, when you execute the Terraform plan command, it will, for example, let's say you have written the code to create the one virtual machine and one load balancer, right? And one S3 bucket, something like that. Then the plan command will show you what are the things are going to create on the remote platform or the end platform. Okay. Just for your verification purpose. So as soon as you type a Terraform plan, it will show you what are the resources is going to create. Okay. So that you can validate that itself. If you find something mistake or something is not acceptable, you can go ahead and change your code, and then you can re-execute again. Okay. These are things we are going to see you. Okay. And Terraform apply. So once the plan is, once you are satisfied with the plan, okay, as soon as it show you what are the things are going to create, right? Once you are okay with that, then you can execute Terraform apply command. This will create the resources on your target platform. So okay, for creating, you have to use the Terraform apply command. Okay. And what is Terraform destroy command? So you have executed, you have created the resources on your platform. Okay. Now you want to destroy all the resources, whatever you have created through the Terraform. In that case, you have to use the Terraform destroy command. If you do destroy, it will destroy all the resources, whatever the uh, whatever the resources has been created using the Terraform apply command. Okay. So these are the main 5 workflows we have in the Terraform. Okay, this will be
Suresh,
applicable for
I
all
have
the
a
platform.
query.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
See, it's for if it's under plan, right? So how it will compare actually? So we are writing the code in the Studio codes, right? So we are
yeah,
feeding the information there. So whether it
yes,
will compare with anything like that, or how it works, Suresh?
yeah. That's good question. But okay. uh, See, in the last session, I told there is a concept called a state file. There is a separate class for state file. I will explain in detail in that class. But for now, as you asked, just I am telling you. So the Terraform maintains one file called the state file. Okay, that state file will have the information. It will compare with the state file only. While comparing state file, it will come to know what is going to change and whether it has to be removed or whether it has to the new resource, those kind of stuff. Maybe I will show you right away. Okay, those stuff I will show you. Just wait for a few minutes. Huh?
Suresh, one
Yes,
last
sir.
one question. Like
Yeah,
different between the validate and plan. Can you explain some little bit more onto that? What validate is also
yeah.
validates the configuration, and the plan is what is doing. I mean, just
Okay,
differentiate between this.
okay. I will show you again this in lab, but I will just tell you now. So validate is, see, if you open the block, right? If you open the curly braces for one block, you have to close it. Okay, suppose you forgot to close it, okay, and you are executing, so now it will throw error. So for validating whether each and every syntax is correct or not, for validating those purpose, you can go for validate command. Okay, but for plan command is, once there is no syntax error in your code, okay, the plan command is, it will show you what are the resources are getting created in the target platform. If you don't understand, just wait for a few minutes. I will show you in the lab so that you will get the clear idea. Okay,
Yeah, got
I
it.
will ask you this, I will ask you the same again. Okay.
Sure, Suresh. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, your name? I don't.
Santosh. Santosh.
Santosh. Okay, I will come back to you. Okay. Okay, so now let's see what is HashiCorp configuration language. Okay, this is the language which is developed by HashiCorp. This specifically we are using for writing the Terraform code. Okay, okay. Now let's see how the code should be. I mean, so as I told, a file extension should be TF. Okay, as soon as it finds the .tf, the Terraform is able to read this file. Okay, if it is not tf, then the Terraform will not execute the file, or it will not read the file. Okay, so it has to be tf, or it can be tf.json. We can write the code in two different ways. One is .tf, one is .tf.json. So in the .json file, if you know very well about the JSON structure, you can just write in the JSON format. Okay, but the advisable and the mostly everyone is using the .tf only. No one goes for JSON because it is a bit difficult to read as well, and there is many things there. So better go for .tf, not go for .json. But I will just show you how it will be. Okay, okay. And configuration file. So what is configuration file and what is Terraform manifest file? So whatever the file you are seeing here, right, with the .tf, those files we are calling as configuration files. Okay, don't confuse with that. Configuration file means whatever the file with the .tf, those are the configuration files or manifest file. Okay, and the Terraform directory, as I told, the folder which is holding this .tf files, right? These That folder is called Terraform directory or root directory. We can call it as Terraform directory or root directory. Okay, so whenever I'm saying root directory or Terraform directory, immediately you have to assume that, okay, the folder which is holding the Terraform files, that is called root directory or working directory. Okay, now I will show you whatever I have discussed, right? Everything I will show you in the lab now, so you will get a better understanding now. So first we will see in the AWS. Okay. So okay, maybe I will stop this. It is not needed anymore. Okay. As of now, we have only 3 missions. Okay. Now, okay. Let me. Whatever the code or whatever the things I am explaining, it is in the GitHub itself. Okay. So let me open this. Okay, fine. See now, this Terraform manifest -01. What it is? This is the folder. So this is the Terraform directory. This is the Terraform root directory. Okay. Now this folder is holding this ec2-instance.tf. So as this is holding the tf files, this is the Terraform root directory. Okay. Okay. So as it is a TF, now Terraform will be able to read this file. You don't worry about the codings, whatever is written here. We will come to that later. As of now, we need to understand the workflow. What is init, what is validate those stuff. Okay. Okay. So now I am in the VS Code in the light mode. Okay. So you can change it.
This VSC code is on your laptop or
Yeah,
it's
it is my
from Azure
laptop. It
VM?
is my
Okay.
okay. Okay. So if you don't want to this pan, you can just click here. It will hide it. Okay. If you click again, it will show you. Okay. Okay. Fine. Now we have to execute the code, right? We have to execute the command, right? So in the VS Code itself, if you go down, you can see the symbol has been changed in the up arrow, right? See, this is the normal arrow. If you go here, it will change to up arrow. In that, if you just drag it, it will show you the terminal here itself. So you can execute the code from here itself. You need not to go to the specific the another terminal or another command prompt. It's not like that. You can execute everything from the VS Code itself. Okay. If you want to maximize this, you just click this up arrow. It will maximize. If you want to go to the code again, just click this down arrow. It will come down. Okay. And this stuff you can just maximize and minimize on your own. Okay. Now while executing the Terraform script, I have to be on this particular Terraform working directory or Terraform root directory. Okay. So just a copy path. Okay. So I am in this particular working directory. Okay. Okay. So now if I do ls, I can see two files. One is readme and one is tf. So if I execute the Terraform command, it will be able to read this particular file. Okay. So let's see. Before that, you can see here it is holding only the two files. Okay. Forget about the readme. It is holding the TF file now. Okay, let's see Terraform init. What I told, as soon as you have write the Terraform code, you have to do the init command always. Okay, so init. Before that, to verify the version, I'm having 1.3.6 version. Okay, Terraform init. Just to note it down what it is doing here. Okay, so it is first initializing the backend. What is backend? We will discuss it. Okay, and it is initializing provider plugins. Again, we will discuss this later, what is provider and all. But for now, just I am giving some glimpse on it. So provider is nothing but if you are going to manage if you're going to manage AWS through Terraform, then Terraform has to know something about the AWS, right? So the Terraform is holding the one plugin, the API plugin for AWS that will get downloaded. Okay, that is what the initializing provider plugins. Okay, and Terraform has created a log file. This log file it is creating. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, and then it got initialized now. So as soon as it got initialized, you can see here you have one .terraform folder and you have one file. Okay, if you are able to these two files, then it means it got initialized. Okay, so what is these two files? So first let's see the folder. We will have a detailed session about this, but for now I will just show you. Okay, so as soon as we do terraform init command, it is downloaded. What it downloaded, see here, initializing provider plugins, so installing Ashikop AWS. So that is what it, that particular terraform, I mean AWS API has been downloaded here for managing the AWS. Okay, so that is what this .terraform is holding. What is provider and all, I will explain you, but just be patient. Okay, and
Suresh, sorry to disturb
yeah,
you.
yeah, please.
In AWS, it is taken based on the code you have defined it. Am I correct?
Yes, based on my code, I am insisting to Terraform to download the AWS.
Yeah, in the code
It's
your
my
service
choice.
provider
Yeah,
mentions
in the code
AWS.
I
That's it.
mentioned. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
If
yes.
it is Azure means it will take an Azure plugin.
Yes, correct, correct. If it is
Oh,
VMware, it will take VMware. It's we have to tell to Terraform what it has to do. Okay, that
okay.
we will cover it up later. Okay, okay. So this log file, what it is holding, just it is holding which version has been downloaded, which provider version has been downloaded. Again, we will discuss in detail about this file. Okay, just for now, what you understand, as soon as we do the Terraform init command, it has downloaded the plugins and then log file. That's it. It create the log file. Okay. Okay.
So what will be there in that log file?
Okay. The log file. But if I tell you, you won't understand. But let me tell you, the log file will have the provider version. But as of now, you don't know what is provider. Okay, that's why I just skip it.
The provider
Basically,
means
if
you
you
mean
want
to
to,
say AWS or Azure, that cloud
yeah,
part, right?
whether it is AWS or Azure or VMware or GCP, something like that. That basically
Oh,
provides nothing but the API to connect the target platform. So for that we have, for Terraform we have many versions, right? Like that we have many versions in the provider as well. So to log the version, it is just mentioned here. So hereafter, whenever I do Terraform init, it will download only this version. I will cover it later. Okay, just
sure.
Hey Suresh, one more
yeah,
question. Sorry. So
yeah.
the
Please, please.
AWS CLI that we installed for authentication earlier for our laptop, right?
Correct,
So
correct.
does this have anything to do with the init command that we did right now, or
Yes.
is it
No, no.
successful
We have
because of
to.
that, or is there any dependency? Is I'm trying
No,
to
no, we
understand.
have to, the first prerequisite is we have to install the AWS CLI, okay, to configure our secret key and access key. If you see, I have
Oh,
already done that because last class we have did it, right? So if you see, already I have the access key and secret key configured. That's why it is
mm,
able, it will be able to communicate to the AWS, okay? Maybe the
okay,
Terraform init command will work, but we are going to execute the Terraform plan command. For planning what I told, let me explain you. Okay, let me come to you
okay.
again.
No
Okay,
worries. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
so the next command is Terraform validate. I know the second class always no these kind of questions always coming because we are starting the Terraform and we are discussing many things, but yeah, going forward you will come to know. You don't worry about anything. Okay, okay, but you still ask, please ask me, don't stop it, just I'm telling. Okay, so next command is Terraform validate. If I do Terraform validate, it will just check the is there any syntax error here the error or not. Okay, for example, right now it is success. Okay, now let's say I missed this equal symbol. Okay, actually as we are using VS code, here itself we will come to know what is the error, but mostly the Terraform validate command we will not use it, just for a learning purpose you just need to know it. Okay, because the Terraform plan command also automatically it will do validation. Okay, So let me explain again. So if I do validate, see here it is showing missing key value separator, right? So it is missing equal symbol. So the configuration file is having some syntax error. So that if you want to find out those kind of stuff, you can do the Terraform validate command. For example, again, if I miss this one block, I forgot to close the block. Okay. Now again, if I executing this, now it is throwing some error because it is having some syntax error. So unsupported block type, something like that. Okay. So that is what Terraform validate. Terraform validate command, it will check the syntax errors. Okay. But usually we will not use this validate at all because the plan itself will do validate and then only it will show what are the resources going to create. Let me explain Terraform plan. Now you will come to know. Okay. Terraform plan command. Next is Terraform plan command. Let me maximize this so that it will be easy for you to see. Okay. Plan command has been executed now. If you see, let me go to the top where we executed. See here we executed Terraform plan command. Okay. Now what has happened here? We have written the code to create the EC2 instance. Okay. So it will whatever you are seeing the plus, right? Plus is nothing but the creation symbol. Okay. If it is minus, deletion. If it is plus or minus, that is the destroy and creation that I will show you again. So if you come to the bottom here, it is showing the plan command is showing 1 going to add, 0 going to change, and 0 going to destroy. What it means? One resource is going to create on the target platform. 0 resource, I mean nothing has to change. As per our code, nothing is going to change and nothing going to destroy. It is going to create only the one resource now. Okay. And these things? These are the resource information. So wherever you are seeing plus, those are all going to add it now. Okay. We will discuss this again later when we talking about the resource section. Okay. As of now, just understand the plan command. What the plan command does, it will just show us what are the things is going to create or delete or change. That's it. Okay. Okay. Now Santosh or someone has asked how it is know that it is going to create or it is going to change or it is going to destroy, right? That I will explain now. Okay. Before that, let me execute the Terraform apply command as well. Okay. Terraform apply command. If I do Terraform apply command, what it will do? It will create the resource on the target platform. So let me apply. It is asking me confirmation. So if we execute the Terraform apply command, it will also in the backend it will also run the Terraform plan command automatically. So it has executed the plan command automatically, and it is showing us these are the things going to change or create or whatever it is. Okay. For that, it is asking us to approve whether it is okay or not. So if we say yes, then it will get started to create the resources. So this is the log we will get in the console. Okay, what is going on? We can see from here. So here we are seeing it is just creating the EC2 instance. So every 10 seconds it will list the log. Okay.
Now, do we
So
have any
may,
separate log files will be getting generated
Uh,
while running?
yeah, we have to configure it. Yes, we have trace, debug, info warning, error, those kind of configuration we have, so that these logs will be saved in the separate file. Okay, that is there. We will discuss it. Okay. As of now, what we are
Suresh,
seeing, the yeah.
in left side, I could see like whenever we initiating a init or the plan or such commands, the files are creating and it is you know hidden after some time. If initiating another command, it's not there in the left side, right? Or right, it will be temp will be created about
No, that is the
when we
temporary
initiate.
file.
Okay,
Yeah, that is a temporary file. But whatever you're seeing, these are the standard files. It won't change it. Okay. I mean, it won't get
okay, okay, okay.
deleted. But whatever
Okay.
you were saying, that should be the state file, the temporary state file that I will
Okay.
explain. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now the resource has been created. So here you can see the output. One is added, zero change and zero destroyed. Okay. Now let's check in the AWS console now. I think it should be in the east one. Let me go there. Okay. If you see, one resource has been created just now and it is getting initialized now. Okay. Okay. So this is what this Terraform init and validate and plan and apply is doing. Okay. Okay. Now, as Santosh or someone asked, right, how it finds this out. Okay. If I do Terraform, apply again, or let me execute the plan again. Okay. What will happen? There is no changes because I have not modified anything on the code. Okay, so it finds out there is no changes in the code, so it won't do any changes on the target platform. How it is doing? Because of the state file. Whenever you do the apply command, it will create the state file on your Terraform directory or the root directory. Okay, so the state file will have all the information. What are the information? What has been created, what is the current state of the environment. Okay, so see, again I'm telling you, the for the state we have a separate session is there, but as you people are getting confused, just I'm saying some small informations. Okay. Okay, so as soon as you do Terraform apply command, the state file will get created. The state file will be holding the current current state means whatever in the console, that is the current state. If you see, this is the stopped state, right? This is the stopped state, I mean, sorry, this is the running state. So, and one machine is available, one is running state, and this is a T2 micro, whatever it is, right? This is the current state. Okay, that information this TF state will be holding. Okay, so whenever whatever you are seeing the .tf file, that is the desired state. We are telling the Terraform, I want this kind of configuration in the target platform. So this is desired statement. Okay, so whenever you do plan or apply command, it is comparing with it is comparing with this code. I mean with the state file, and it is telling us this is going to create, this is going to change, this is going to destroy, something like that. Okay. So for example, I will show you in the real time. For example, let me. So right now it is a T2 micro. Okay. Let me change this.
Suresh, a quick clarification.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, you're saying like after applying the plan, right? It will check the infrastructure actually. So infrastructure in the sense it will once you install the provider, it will gather the information from the infrastructure and it will store in the state file, right? Or it will be created by us manually.
No, provider is it's like a command line tool. Okay, like whenever you are installing the AWS CLI, why we are using that? Why do we need AWS CLI? Because using the AWS command, we can manage the we can manage the AWS resources, right? The same thing, the provider is nothing but one command line tool. That's it. Okay, but the state file, right? The state file only holding the current state. It will not gather all the resources information into the state file. It will hold the information whatever you have written in the Terraform file. Okay, I may confuse you. You just ask the question again. Sorry.
No. See, after we executed the Terraform plan, right, and apply,
Yes,
and
yes.
again you executed the Terraform plan. So once you executed, it shown the
No
result as
changes.
like no resource found, no resource matches with the infrastructure. Uh,
Yes.
so nothing needs to be updated like that. So how it will
Okay.
check actually? So whether it
Okay.
will already gather the information from the infrastructure and place it in the state file, and once this one executed, it will whether it will compare with the state file.
Exactly. Whatever you're telling is correct. So as soon as you execute the Terraform apply command, the state file got created, right? So this
So
state
state
file,
file will be created before itself. Am I right?
no. State file has been created only at the Terraform apply command.
Okay.
I mean, as this is the as we are executing this the very first time, previously we don't have the state file, okay? But as soon as you do the first Terraform apply command, the state file will get created. After that, it will be forever, okay? So after that, whatever you are doing in the code, everything will get recorded in the state file. So that's what I'm going to explain now. So
Got it.
maybe,
So you mean to say after you apply the Terraform.
yeah, sorry, I lost your voice. Come again.
No, once you executed the Terraform apply, right? Say for example,
Mm,
if you want to create one resource, so it
mm,
got created actually, and it's stored
yes,
in the state file. So again, if
yes,
you
correct.
yeah, again if you execute Terraform plan, it will check the state file, and it found that the resource are already deployed. So it will say like everything matches with the Terraform with the infrastructure. Am I right?
That's it. That's it. Very perfect. Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just thought like it will collect all the say for example in a subscription, if it runs with the 10 virtual machine, so
Mm.
it will collect all the information like that.
No. It's not like that. The Terraform
Okay.
will do whatever we say. It won't do automatically all this stuff. Like it won't collect all the infra related information.
Fine. So
Okay.
whatever the
Yeah.
information we are giving, it will compare with that.
Yes.
Got it.
Correct. Yeah. So that's what I'm showing. That's what I'm going to show you now. So the current state is T2 micro. Okay. T2 micro. But now I change the code to T2 large. Okay. Now let's see what's happening now. What is going to happen now? Okay. Let me run Terraform plan command again. Okay. So see here what it's showing: 0 to add, 1 to change, 0 to destroy. So 1 to change. What is the change? Whenever you are seeing this tilt symbol means something is going to change. Okay. What is the plus symbol? Something is going to create. Okay. We know that tilt is something is going to change. What is going to change? You can see here, right? So particularly on this particular resource is going to change. In this particular resource, what is going to change? This particular line. What from T2 micro to T2 large, it is going to change. Okay. So how it identify? How it knows it has the machine is having T2 micro? How it knows? Because of the state file. As soon as I execute the Terraform plan command, it will check in the state file. Okay, in the state file we have T2 micro, but in the desired state, I mean desired means the code Terraform code. Here I told T2 large. Okay, so it compared the state file and it finds out the difference. So it is saying, okay, this is it identifies that, okay, the person wants to change this to do this to this, so that it is showing to us. Okay, so if I do Terraform apply command, it will get changed. Everyone get this, how it is showing this, how it is identify this thing. No confusion, right? Any confusion?
No, Suresh.
Okay.
No, we are
So
good.
if it,
So, Suresh, one question on the
yeah,
Terraform state. So, for
mm,
one root directory, we will have one state file, or let's say, see, we will have many root directories, right? If it is
uh,
like a big
no.
deployment, yeah,
No,
how it goes.
one root directory will have only one state file. Okay, you may have many
Mhm.
subfolders under this root directory. That does not matter. Okay, but even though if you have many subdirectories, the TF file should be there. I mean, the main TF file should be there in a root directory. Then what will you have
Suresh,
in the subdirectory? Tell me.
so added to that question, like if we have another TF file which which refers the another project or anything,
Subfolders.
so it would
Uh,
be, so the TF file will come will handle the two instance at the same time of, or the separate TF file will be created for that configuration, another project.
no, that will be created for another project only. See,
Okay.
I mean, this is the root directory. In under the root directory, we have one TF file. You may have multiple TF file. That does not matter. Okay. As long
Okay.
as the Terraform find out the TF, it will combine everything as a single code only in the runtime. That is okay. That we will see it. Okay. So what I'm
No, I
saying
mean to
is,
say TF state actually. I was asking about the TF state. If we have
uh,
multiple TF files, that state file will be the common, or it will be created according to the
oh,
configuration.
okay.
Yeah.
So multiple TF file in the same directory, right? In the single
Yeah.
folder, right?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
in that case, it's only one state file only. Why it is? Because even though if you have many TF files, okay, as a human, we have to segregating like this is for EC2 instance, this is for networking, this is for bucket, something like that. We are no creating a simple code in the separate files. Okay, still we can write in the single file only, a single file itself. But just for better handling, we are creating the many TF files. So in that case, at the runtime, what Terraform does is, even though you have many TF files, it will combine all the code into single file only. It will consider all the files into single file only. Maybe I will show you again. Okay. Okay. This point again, I will come back to you. Let me split this into two TF file and I will show you. Okay. So that you will have better understanding, because if I say orally, you will not get it.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So now we are into here. Okay. So as soon as I enter the plan command, it says one is going to change. So now I'm going to say apply. I'm saying approve. I'm approving it. So if you see, it is modifying. Previously, if you see, that is a creating. Now it is modifying. Let's see whether it is modifying or not. Okay, in the console. If you see the beauty of Terraform, we did not say to Terraform that you should stop and then you should do this stuff. It itself identifies. Okay, so it is stopped automatically and it will change the size to T to large, and then it will start it again. Let us wait for a few more minutes. It is still running. Let's see. Huh? So this is called declarative. Okay, you just need to mention what you need. That's it. It will taking care of the remaining part. Okay, but if it is the procedure language, you have to mention each and everything. You have to first stop it, you have to, and then change it and then start it. Like that we have to mention each and every step in the procedure languages like Ansible. But in Terraform is a declarative language, that is not needed at all.
But Suresh, for changing the size there is no need to stop the instance, right? But maybe we have coded it that way to stop
No,
it,
no, no, no. How
right?
can you change the t-shirts without stopping the machine? By default in AWS, you have to stop it. Otherwise, you cannot change it, right?
Maybe
Yes,
I'll double check. No problem.
yeah, correct, Suresh. Even in Azure also, we used to stop the machine before performing the changes.
For Priya, I will show you right away. Before that, let's see. Okay, now the execution is completed. If you see, it got changed to T2. Then what is happened in the backend now? Now this is the current state. As per our thing, this T2 large is the current state, right? Then this T2 large will be updated in the TF state. Let me show you. T2 large. See here, it is holding the T2 large now. So as soon as the Terraform apply completed successfully, the current state will be saved into the TF state file. Okay, that you just understand it. Okay. Now, if you see here, if I go to action and if I go to instance settings, I cannot change the instance change type here. Once I stop it, then only I can change it. Right? That's why it is behaving like that. You got it, Priya?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
got it. Yeah, I also
Now,
read it.
for
Yeah.
yeah. So for okay, someone asked why can't we? I mean, if it is having a different TF files, right? Let's say I'm just splitting it. Okay. The naming of the file does not matter. Okay, as long as it is have extension .tf, you should be fine. Okay. Now, if you see this particular Terraform directory or root directory is having three TF files. Okay, EC2 instance.tf, output.tf, and resource.tf. Okay, let execute now. Terraform plan command. It is still getting executed, and we will have the only one state file. What it means, if still we can write everything in the single file, that is also fine. If you want to split it, you can split it, but that does not matter because at the runtime Terraform read all the TF file and combine into a single file only. For the Terraform, it is a single file only. It will just gather all the content and make a single file, and then it will execute. You got the concept? I sorry, I missed to get the name of the person. Uh,
I think
You
I
mean
asked the question. Like,
you
yeah,
mean
I also, I
yeah,
think
okay. Oh,
Santosh.
okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
you mean
So
every
these are
project
with,
having a single state file, right?
sorry, come back again.
You mean every project having single state
Yeah,
file, right?
yeah. Instead of saying project, we can say every root directory, every folder. I mean, every Terraform working directory will have a separate state file.
Suresh, I
Okay.
have one question.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so whatever the three file you created, it's related to the single instance. If I have some other different TFL which is related to so different storage, I mean S3 bucket means uh, I can I need to keep a different folder or I can keep it the same folder. I can run the specific the S3 only. How can we do that?
Okay, you want to create only the S3
Only S3
bucket,
bucket.
not the
Yeah, only yeah, it is not related to the particular EC2 instant. So whether I need to
insert.
create a separate the master folder and need to keep the TF
Yes.
file and run from there, or whether I can able to put fourth file here, I can run the particular file only.
Both are possible, but the recommended way is you have to have the separate Terraform directory for the bucket. Suppose if you are going to manage everything, the bucket related things, if you are going to manage, better have the separate folder and then keep it. Still, you can create one more folder for bucket, but what will happen? This state file will have information about the EC2 instance as well as the S3 bucket. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Uh, so that is not the recommended one. So better you have
Okay.
the separate folder. Suppose if you plan, if you're going to manage everything in a single state file, then that is fine. You can still
That,
you
that
can
is
do
I
here.
understand. It is belongs to the same EC2 means I can understand. My question it
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
different resource. Whether I
Mm.
can specify like if we are running a Terraform plan, right? So I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
like
yeah.
Terraform S3 so and so file. Just go on play or go on plan means is that
Mm.
possible? Or I need to create a separate folder and I'll which is the best practice I'm asking.
Yeah, yeah. Separate folder is the best one.
Okay, okay, yeah, understand.
Okay, 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 fine. So we'll move to again here. So we have seen everything, right? Okay. Okay, we have a final command called terraform destroy. Okay, okay, I will show you one more thing. Okay, Santosh asked the picture wise example, right? So that I will show in the demo itself. Maybe in the last session we discussed about the mutable and immutable something, right? So that we will see how it is working in here. Okay, okay. Now if you see this particular mission is in US East 1E. Okay. Now I want to change this to different availability zone. Okay. In that case, what we will do manually, we have to destroy here, and then we will create in the different AZ, right? We cannot move, right? We cannot move here to there. We have to we have to destroy and then we have create that. That is the only choice we have, right? So how
Yes, I
Terraform is
think
handling it?
yeah, I think we need to take AMI and launch new server. The US is to A or something, right?
Yeah, correct. So basically we cannot move this, right? We cannot move
Yeah, I
this.
think we
We
cannot
cannot.
move, but we cannot move the take AMI. We move to one region to another region.
Yeah, yeah. So uh maybe what how many zones we have in east? I think 1E means we may have 1A as well, right? Let us check.
I think
One B is
six.
also there. One
1B
B
also
and
there.
C.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is some more is there.
okay, okay,
Still 6 zones are there, I believe.
okay. I think 1B. Let's say east 1B. Okay. Otherwise, okay. Here I will change it. Sorry. Okay, fine. You forgot about this coding part. Again, I'm telling. We will discuss that later. Okay. Now let me run the Terraform plan command. Okay. If you see here, one is add and zero to change, or one is destroy. So from this, what you understand, one is going to add, one resource going to destroy. So what is that? What is going to add? What is going to destroy? That if you want to see it, just to go top of the command where you executed. Here we executed. Okay. See here, if it is plus slash, minus slash plus. If you see the symbol, it means there is some resource going to destroy and recreate it means it is recreating the resources. Okay, if we see only plus, that is creating new. If it is only minus, that is going to destroy. If it is a tilt symbol, that is going to change. That is the symbol of uh, that is the meaning of the symbol. Okay, okay. Now, okay, what is it going to destroy? If you see here, okay, this particular resource is going to destroy. For what reason it is going to destroy and recreate? If you want to know that, if you see here, the force replacement. Previously it was in 1E, now we told that it has to be in 1B. So it is the force replacement. So that's why it is going to destroy and recreate. Okay, so this is called, we are calling the immutable. Okay, whereas in Ansible or other mutable code, that no does not aware of the current state, so it won't do this kind of action. Okay, if you do the code, what it will do, it will create in the another region, another new machine in the another zone actually. Okay, but Terraform is not like that. Whatever we have mentioned in the desired state, it is the desired state, so that will be taken care. Okay, so that is the predictable one. Okay, we need not to worry about what we have did and all. You just mention what you need, it will be taken care. Okay, now let's do apply command. Terraform apply command. One more thing is, if you do, every time I'm giving yes, right, it while it is prompting, it is, I'm just saying ss approved. So instead of that, you can say here auto approve. If I mention this switch, what will happen? Automatically it will get approved, and it will get applied. It won't prompt me. Okay, so let's try this.
Sorry for the interruption. So
Yeah.
here, this Terraform, we can only create the infrastructure, or else can we check can we query the infrastructure also? Like, for example, in this region, how many VMs are there? I mean, instances are there? Such kind of things also can be done, or only can be
uh,
built.
no, the Terraform is mainly for building the skeleton of
Yeah,
infrastructure.
yeah, why I'm asking
Whatever
is,
you
so
are
I will
changing,
be creating a new instance with a different name. So should I
mhm.
log into that AWS or Azure console to check whether, I mean, everything is there, or because I need to query and then only I can run something, right? So in
The
this
query
scenario, I
means, can you just tell me some few
a simple
example?
thing.
What?
For example, see, if I wanted to build some instance on one region. Okay,
Mm,
so
mm.
imagine it's East one, wherever it is. So I'm creating instance name. I'm specifying a name something. So how do I make sure with the same name is already there or not? Like this subnet is available there or not? So currently it will be installing the default one. So if I want to check, so what are the subnets are available? Which VPCs are available? So I want this machine to be deployed into this VPC. So
Okay,
it
yeah, yeah,
can
no,
be
no, those
queried from
kind of
Terraform.
no, no, those kind of stuff we can do in Terraform. Yeah, basically, these are the inputs to the infrastructure, right? So there is a
Yeah,
separate
inputs I can catch. The thing is, so how do
yeah,
I
you need to
know what are
automatically
the
query which is free, and which IP address has to be
right?
taken. Yeah, that's what I'm telling. There is a separate block called data source. Using that, you can fetch the existing infrastructure information, and you can filter it out based on your need. From that, we can give the input to the another resource. We will see it, but whatever you are saying, that is possible. That's how we have to do actually. We cannot all
Okay,
the way, all the time, we cannot hard code the input, right?
yeah, understood.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
is possible.
But
Yes.
if it is fine, okay.
Yeah, but what is not possible, like in the if you go, sorry, go ahead.
You can please. Okay.
Yeah. So what is not possible is, if you take the Ansible or other scripting languages, we can query the existing infrastructure inventories. For example, how many servers are there, what OS has been installed, or what is the configuration of the OS, something, the inventory kind of things, or some kind of automation inside the OS, or some kind of automation in the infra. Those kind of stuff we cannot do it, but the Terraform is can handle the main skeleton of the infrastructure. You can create, modify, destroy.
Okay.
Instead of managing manually, we can do through code. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Suresh, one
So
quick question, Suresh. So
yeah,
whatever we have done, right, we have destroy and create the new resource. So it means it is take the image of current EC2 instance, it will be create the new one with a different availability zone, or it will be a completely new one.
no,
I
no.
just want to know
See,
if I have some data in the current one, so it will be completely moved to the new zone, or it is a fresh machine.
no, no. It is the fresh machine.
Okay, okay,
If we
okay. So
have
it
some
will not
data,
advisable to do the migration
uh,
and all, right?
yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, correct. These things will not be useful for migration. If data is there, then the data will be gone actually.
Okay, okay, okay. Understood.
Terraform knows what it has in the state file. That's it. Terraform does not know what is data inside in the OS. So that's what I am keep on telling. It is the skeleton of the infrastructure. Okay. Okay.
Understand.
Yeah. So now we'll see in the console. If I refresh, see the one got destroyed automatically and one got created automatically on the new zone. Okay. So this is what uh, destroy and recreate. That means recreate. Okay. Okay. Now the last command we have destroy command. Okay. So what destroy command will do? So now as soon as I execute the destroy command, it will go and check in the state file. Whatever the resources the state file is having, everything will get destroyed now. Okay. So normally the destroy command will not be used uh, but for testing purpose, for development purpose, some people need some small kind of infrastructure. We will create entire infrastructure through Terraform. Once they did the development, just we will execute the Terraform destroy so that it will destroy all the resources whatever we have created. It may be combination of VM, bucket, load balancer, networking, those kind of stuff. Okay, so no need to do decommission for each and everything. Logging into each and every resource. You just do destroy command. It will take care. Now it will tell us what is going to destroy. Okay, let's see. See what is minus? Minus means destroy. Okay, so what is going to destroy? Wherever you are seeing minus, everything will get destroyed now. Okay, so if you see last, 0 to add, 0 to change, 1 is destroy. So one resource is going to destroy now. Say yes. So it is destroying. Let's see in the console. Yeah, it is shutting down and it started destroying the machine. Okay, yeah. So in the GitHub, actually what we have seen for the AWS, okay, the same concept, the same command, the same logic has been applied to the Azure as well. Only the coding part, only this coding part will be different. The coding part means again you don't think differently. Um, for example. See here we are calling it as AMI. There we will call it differently. Only those stuff will be changed, but otherwise the block and the concept, everything will be same. Okay. So the Terraform plan, validate, I mean Terraform init, validate, plan, apply, destroy. These 5 commands will do the same for Azure as well, GCP as well, and whatever the platform you will have, the same concept only. Okay. So I have a sample for Azure as well. That is in GitHub, but when you get time, you just you can take it from here. Okay, if you go to the day 2 session, command basics, you will have manifest to here. I have the Terraform file. Sorry, Terraform file for Azure. You can just execute just to get familiar with these 5 commands. Okay.
See, but we didn't check like how to communicate Terraform to AWS or Azure. That provider details we have not.
Yeah, yeah. That we will discuss tomorrow.
Yeah, if that is okay.
Yeah, that we will discuss tomorrow. But as of now, what you understand is, see, in this command here, I have installed AWCLA, right? I have installed AWCLA. So it means
Yeah,
after installing the AWCLA, I have configured secret key and access key, right? So if I
right.
configure the secret key and access key, what it means actually?
Which means that the command from AWCLI are allowed to communicate with AWS.
Yeah, so from this laptop is able to communicate the AWS platform. Agree?
Yeah, right.
So AWS S3 list something, rating LS. Okay. So so it is able to communicate. Okay, that's it. So now Terraform by default, it will check here if whether it is configured or not. If it is able to communicate, then it will communicate. If you still want to change this behavior, we can change it in the provider section that I will show you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, so in this case, I mean, as per my understanding, so even if my laptop, if installed with AWS CLI, which is allowed to, I mean, which means I access everything if everything is configured. So if my AWS CLI is able to communicate with my AWS console, which means, I mean,
Terraform also
same way,
can do
Terraform
that.
also will be allowed.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay. So in case if I don't have AWS CLI on my local machine, so will my I mean Terraform can be communicate or not?
Uh,
If I
Terraform
don't have
can
AWS
communicate.
CLI,
That is still possible for that, but still it is needed access key and secret key. Okay, so for that you have to configure the environment variable. Again, that I will show you tomorrow when we discuss about the provider block.
yeah, sure. Because
But obviously
understood.
Terraform needs something from AWS
Yeah, that
that
is
we
okay.
have to.
Some credential
Yeah,
part is really required. I understood. My
yeah, yeah,
query is
yeah.
like AWS CLI or
Ah,
Azure CLI is not installed on my machine. Whether still Terraform can be
Yeah, yeah,
communicate or not?
still it can do, but why we are installing it? Because we have to configure that credentials. That's why we have installed yesterday. Just for as this is the starting point, I want to start with this.
Okay.
Suresh, I have one question. Like for set up this lab, I mean, for workstation is fine, or our local, I mean, lab from laptop to we can connect the AWS cloud, right?
Yeah,
Or how to
from
set up this lab?
laptop. Yeah, from laptop, if you are able to communicate, if you are able to browse the AWS console, yes, you can. The laptop is fine for you. It does not matter. I mean, it's
Okay.
the less
Terraform
configuration
should be
should be
installed
fine.
on Terraform should be installed on the laptop,
Yes,
right?
correct.
Uh, Suresh, one quick question.
Yeah,
So
please.
you said right, like Terraform test drive like that. Say for example, if you are creating a test machine for a
Mm,
patching purpose or something like testing purpose,
mm.
if we destroy means it will completely destroy that virtual machine, right? In that zone.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, say for example, we need the snapshot for the test machine actually. So, and if in some cases, if someone doesn't have access to the Terraform, if they want to deploy that particular machine, so whether we can take the snapshot and so that that particular person can deploy the machine with the snapshot, right?
I mean, using manually you're asking, right?
Yeah, manually. Yeah, with the Terraform, whether
Manually,
we yeah with the Terraform whether we can take the snapshot, is that possible?
take the snapshot. I think that should be possible. Let me check.
You got my question right, actually.
Yeah, I got your question. So you want to take the snapshot of the VM through Terraform, right?
Yeah, through Terraform, and you destroyed that machine for some
Uh,
purpose, but some other
okay.
person who wants something needs to be tested. So we are just referring to the person, like say for we took the snapshot and we kept in this location in this subscription or something like that. You can use
Mm.
it like that. So in that case, whether it is possible or not, that is my question. Whether we
Yeah,
can
that is
take the snapshot
possible.
with the Terraform code.
Using okay. So one is whether we can take snapshot of the VM. The another one is whether we can create the VM from the snapshot, right?
No. Taking the snapshot from the VM. That's it.
Taking the snapshot from the VM. Okay.
Yeah, we already deployed a VM using the plan
Hmm.
sorry, apply command. So once done,
Hmm.
we have to take. We are just testing everything. We are applying
Hmm.
patches. We are testing everything, and finally, before destroying that one, we are taking the snapshot. Is that possible?
Yeah, that is possible. Yes, we have the option in Terraform. Yes. So whatever you are doing in the resource level, in the infra level, okay, everything is possible. If you are able to do it manually, then definitely that is even in Terraform it is possible. Okay. The only thing is, for example, if you have a S3 bucket, okay, in the S3 bucket, yes, you can create or delete or whatever it is, but uh, inside the S3 bucket, if you want to read some object or delete some object, that is not possible because that is something inside the infra. I mean, for example, if you want to do something on the OS, that is not possible because something inside on the VM. So VM is the skeleton of the OS, right? So what I mean is the the skeleton we can do it. So snapshot is something like skeleton only. That is that still you are able to do through the console, right? So that is possible.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Suresh. That answers my question.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the block you should use for taking the snapshot. Maybe we will see it as you asked. I will prepare this one. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Suresh.
So this is the simple high level design. Like there is a developer, the Terraform developer who write the code and he executed like plan and apply. Once he executed the plan and apply command in the target platform, the resource got created. Okay, so this is how the entire workflow will be for the Terraform.
Sorry for the interruption,
Yeah.
Suresh. I
Oh,
mean,
no
it
need to
may
be
not be
sorry.
the
Just
right
you can
question.
interrupt and ask.
It may not be the right question. I'm not sure. See, the thing is, now we build the VM. For example, through the Terraform, we build the VM. Okay.
Mm.
So now, how we do we cover it? I just want to know, do we cover this syllabus or not? So how we will integrate Ansible with the Terraform? Do we cover? Because if I want,
Oh,
see, in the generally in the domain environment, like we will build a, not only we will build the VM, so we will
mm,
install necessary applications, we will make that machine to be part of a domain, right? So in
yeah,
that
right.
scenario, I just wanted to know, like if we build a VM, so how we can trigger or initialize the Ansible. So do we cover in this, or if you're not covering, at least can you give me some small tip kind of thing?
No,
So
we will be covering how to trigger the third-party application like Ansible. Okay,
fine,
that we
that
will
should be
cover
fine
it,
because
but
okay.
we are not having Ansible, so
Yeah, I don't
I
want Ansible.
cannot.
So Ansible, I'm
Uh,
aware, so no issues. I
yeah,
just
but I
wanted to
will
know.
show you. Yeah, yeah, I will
Okay,
show you how to, as soon as the machine is created, how you can call the other application or other script or something that will taking
okay,
care of the
okay,
remaining part. That will be covered. That is called we will call it as provisioners. We will cover it in this session. Okay.
okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Okay. So now we will see the Ashok language, the blocks. What are the configuration it has, right? Syntax wise. So one thing is we will call it as a block, okay, and one thing is we will call it as argument, and one is identifier and then comments. So what is block argument? We will see it. See, this is the general structure. This is general template to write the Terraform code. Okay, so if you take any Terraform, it will have one block type. One block will have, and then it will have the block labels. Okay, so the block label may be differ. For few block type it may have only single label. For few block type it may have two labels, but maximum it will be two labels only. Okay, what is label? You will get understand. Okay, and once you create the block, you have to open the braces, like, right? So this open and close braces. So inside the block you have to return something. So based on the block type, you will have some identifier or arguments. Okay, so whatever you are writing inside the block, those we are calling it as a argument. Okay, argument is nothing but that is the input to the block type or input to the that block label. I mean, see this example. So here resource is the block type, okay, and these we will call it as the top level blocks, okay, and we have some inside blocks that we will see it later. So top level blocks, we have resources, providers, and then something is there, okay. So basically the resource provider Terraform something is the top level blocks, okay. What are the inside blocks? Those are provisioners, resource specific blocks like tags and all. But you will get confused, but don't worry about that. Just understand that how the configuration language look like, okay. So it will always look like one block type and then labels that you are very clear, okay. Forget about this top level and low level blocks and all. You will get it later, okay. Forget about that. This is the labels. So as I told, based on the block type, you may have one label, you may have two label. Those information you will get it from the Terraform registry site. Okay, that I will show you. Okay, so these are the arguments. This is the very important one. So once you declare the block, inside the block, you have to decide what are the arguments you have to write. Okay, so this is the first. This is always a key value pair. The first one is the argument name, and this for argument, what is the value that you need to mention here, okay. So that's very simple. We can call it as argument name, and whatever in the right hand side, that is the value or that is the input to the argument name, okay. Now let us see in the real time how the argument and argument value, okay. Okay, if you take this let me go for EC2 instance, that will be better for now. Okay, so this is the registry site. I will explain you about this site in tomorrow day, I think tomorrow, okay. But as of now, just understand this argument. What is argument and what is attribute, okay. For each and every block, you will have the argument and attributes. What is the block I'm talking about? This is the block I'm talking about, okay. Based on the block type, what is the block type for this? Resource is the block type, okay. And what is the other block type? We have a data, provider, Terraform, okay, and provisioner. There are many block types are available. As of now, just stick that the Terraform configuration always start with the block type and then labels. Inside the block, we should mention the arguments. As this is a AWS instance resource type, so for this particular resource, you will have the many arguments. So go to here, you will find many arguments here. So what is argument? This is nothing but whatever the input we need for creating the instance. That is the argument. Okay. In the fourth class, I will again explain you all these things when we are writing the code in live. Okay. So now just understand, argument is nothing but the input to the blocks. That's it. Argument is nothing but input to the particular blocks, okay. And what is attribute? Attribute is, it is the output of the block. So suppose you are creating the EC2 instance using the resource block, okay. After creating, it will have some output, right? For example, it may have the name, or it may have the public IP, right? And it may have the ARN, ID, private IP, private DNS. Those are the outputs, right? So those things, if you want to access those outputs, then you can refer the attribute section. Okay. How to access the attributes? Just wait, you will get it. But as of now, just understand, argument is nothing but the input to the block. Attribute is nothing but the output of the block. That's it. Okay. Okay. Now the comment means As I told, if you do hash or double slash or this multi-line comments, okay. So wherever it finds this particular line will not be executed by the Terraform compiler, okay. So if you want to comment it out to some line, you can use this hash symbol or this double slash. If you want to comment multiple lines, you can go for this one slash asterisk and asterisk slash. Then this three line will be commented out. That means that the Terraform will not be executed these lines. Okay. Okay. Now the most of the sessions we are going to discuss about these blocks because Terraform is fully based on the block only. If we get to understand about the block, then we should be able to write the code without any mistake or okay. So see what are the blocks we have: fundamental blocks, variable block, and then calling reference block. Okay, okay. Under the fundamental block, we have Terraform block, provider block, and resource block. These fundamental block is the very important one. Okay, without this block, you cannot do anything in the Terraform. Even you can ignore this variable block and the calling reference block, but this fundamental block which includes Terraform provider resource, this is very mandatory one. Okay, these are the blocks we are going to discuss in upcoming sessions. Okay, and variable block, again we have in input variable, output variable, local variable. We will see everything in the separate session. And for calling and reference block, we have data and then module. Okay, now I will show you some blocks how it will be. Okay.
Suresh, one moment. Let's note it down. This one. Can you please
Yeah,
go
please.
back?
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
This one.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. That one. Correct. Okay, Suresh.
Yeah,
Note it down.
yeah. Thank you. So see, just I'm showing you. Just for just I'm showing you. Okay, I'm not explaining anything. Just for understanding, I will show you the block. Okay, so the Terraform is one block. Okay, and the backend is another block, and the backend is having one label. Okay, and the provider is another block. It is having another label. And whatever you are seeing under the this block, these are the arguments, and arguments is that is the input to this particular block. So each and every block will have different arguments. How will you find out the arguments? You have to refer the Terraform registry site. Okay, so this is another block. This is the resource type. Resource is the block type, and the AWS instance and EC demo is a label. Okay, and this one we will call it as the resource type. Okay, as it is comes from the resource. Okay, so this is having two labels, and it is having two arguments. Okay, mandatory arguments. And this is called variable block. It is having one label. And this output block, this is having one label. And this local, it does not have any labels. And data block, it is having two labels again. Okay, and module block will have another one label. Okay, so we will discuss each and everything in detail upcoming sessions. Just for you just need to understand the blocks. For that only I'm just showing you. Okay, don't confuse with the code written on the block. You will get it tomorrow maybe. For the Terraform and provider, we will discuss tomorrow. There you will get familiar with the Terraform block and provider block. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's it for today, I think. So if you have any question, just ask me, or else we will go for the knowledge check. Okay, fine.
Suresh,
So
that first the script that you, I mean, your previous slide. Can you go back to the previous slide? You
slide.
showing
Okay.
some blocks and yeah, no, not that one. The script, I mean, the code that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
shown,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
This one.
Mm,
Just want to see 1 second. Block one.
yeah, yeah.
First one is block one, and under that it is a it's arguments, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Whatever
Okay.
inside the block, these are the arguments. This is the top level block, and this is the inside block. I told inside block, right? This is inside block,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then
Okay.
yeah,
How many blocks can be added based on the requirement? We can add maximum, right?
based on the requirement. Yes. For creating the
Requirement.
single resource,
Yeah.
you need a single block. If you want
Only
two
single block
resource,
is
you need to add two blocks.
okay.
Okay, like
Second
that.
version.
But still that we can
220.
simplify it. Even you can have the single block. In that you can do the repetitive. For example, if you want to create 10 machines, you can
Mhm.
still create 10 block to create the virtual machine. Okay, but to simplify that, that is a possibility. I will explain that. Okay,
Okay.
if
Okay.
all the 10 machines are the
Just
same configuration. Yeah.
I want to. Could you please explain this? I mean, this code to set up how to write this. I mean, first block is we need to write and syntax
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
you can explain.
yeah. I will explain. Yeah, I have to do, right, because
Yeah. Yeah.
then there is no
Yeah.
point of learning Terraform. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
telling. No need to get into this code part now. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the Terraform block and then provider block. There you will get it what this is to how to write the code and what is the this one what is each and every single line you will get to know tomorrow very clearly. Okay,
Okay.
and then the next session we will see about the resource block. So
Okay.
once after this resource block, once you are familiar with the resource block, then
Hmm.
you should be able to write the code on yourself. Okay. After
Okay.
that, we will see the another blocks which is optional one or which is based on your requirement. But writing
Okay.
but for getting familiar with the writing the code, you will get it in 2 days. Okay.
Sure. Thank
Yeah.
you. Uh,
Yeah.
for the EC2 instance creation code that you can share here, just want to
Yeah, yeah. See,
try my.
you just go to this GitHub repo, okay,
Okay.
and go
GitHub
to day
demo.
two.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you go to the 021, it is having Azure code,
Mhm.
sorry, AWS code and Azure code. You can just
Okay.
execute
I'll
it.
try that.
And if you
Okay.
want to know the various block types, you just go to here. Here
Okay.
you will have the all the top level blocks.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
So I need to install first Visual Studio, right? One, and then we have to
Yes.
I mean, create this code.
Yes. First you install Terraform and then install
Okay.
Visual Studio. Then you will be able to access this. I mean,
Okay.
you
Fine.
will be able to
Thank you.
read it very properly.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So now let's move on to the knowledge check. Okay. So what is configuration files in Terraform? If someone says configuration file, what it means?
It,
That is
it
a
could be a
main
state
file
store
or
file, state information,
That is a
and
desired state configuration.
yeah.
Desired state.
That's exactly yes. So wherever you are seeing .tf file, that file is called configuration file. Okay. In the exam as well, if you get this kind of question, configuration file is nothing but the .tf file is all the configuration file. Okay. Okay. What is Terraform directory or root directory?
where we store the
Terraform
code or the root directory
main
of
dot
Terraform.
main.tif is right. TF.
Again, you should not get confused. So what is main.tf? Main is the just name of the file. That's it. It does not have any hidden logic. Main is the just a file name. Okay, we can have a suresh.tf as well. That does not matter at all. As long as you have the extension called .tf, you should be fine. Okay. So what is Terraform directory? The directory which is holding all the TF files. That is called Terraform directory. Okay. Don't confuse with the names. Huh? Okay. So what are the most useful Terraform commands we have? I mean the workflow commands, the
init,
basic
plan,
Terraform
commands.
state,
apply.
Yeah.
Terraform state,
Init,
apply,
valid.
init, validate, destroy.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So what Terraform init will do?
It will be initialize the
Select
file,
the
whatever we write.
select
Initialize.
the API.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
initialize the file. Create
Yeah,
the
initialize
create
the
the
folder. Yeah, mainly it will download the plugins. Okay, that plugins, I mean our provider that we will discuss tomorrow. You will get to know exactly what it is. That is the heart of the Terraform. Okay, without that Terraform will not work. We will discuss that later. I mean tomorrow we will discuss this. Okay, I think yeah, that's it. Okay, so do you have any questions or suggestions? You just please point it out. I will get it done.
as someone has updated like kind of a pictorial view or the representation. If in the future session would be better benefited because many of them are coming from the different backgrounds. So the
Mm,
different pictorial representation or the graphical representation would give us the clear picture so on this technology. So
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Definitely, I
yeah,
will do
Sundar,
that.
just for
Yes.
that's right. I just suggested in the beginning of the class actually to do that. That would
Yeah,
be
yeah. You
helpful.
also pointed the same. Yeah, yeah. Correct, correct. I make a note. I will.
And one more thing,
Surely, I will get
Suresh.
it done.
So, if we begin the class, right, before beginning the class, if we provide the recap of the previous class, that would be helpful.
Oh, that's really good. Actually, I used to do, but yeah. Okay, I will continue that. Yeah, we will discuss. Yeah.
Just
So
5 minutes of
every
recap, that would be very helpful to cope
yes,
up with the ongoing classes.
yes. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I will do that. Yes.
Okay, thanks, Suresh.
And I hope going forward as we are going to see the demo, I think you will get it. I mean, you can understand very easily. So I hope. Let's see. I will have the diagram as well, but as I'm also going to show you the demo in the real environment, you will get understand. I hope so. That should not be an issue.
And one more thing, Suresh, it's not a it's a kind of request actually. I just
Yeah, yeah,
want to
please.
know who are all working on which technology, so that it will be helpful for each and each one to coordinate on the lab session, everything like that. So someone will be in the Azure. Say for example, I'm belongs to the Azure environment. I don't have much exposure on AWS.
Mm,
So if there
mm.
is something like who works in AWS platform, so that would be helpful for us, right? So that those things we need to know actually. Just we'll have a quick introduction that would be very helpful.
Quick introduction of as you are from Azure, you want to have the quick introduction of the AWS. That's what you're asking, right?
Yeah, AWS or Azure,
Okay,
whoever in Azure, that
okay,
would be
okay,
helpful.
okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. So, I mean, last and this class is entirely for just it basics of Terraform. I will not get into that. Yeah, maybe from tomorrow, I have the demo for Azure as well. Okay, it is combination of AWS and Azure. Uh, so one day if I show demo for Azure, then the next day I will go for AWS. Like that, it is combination of both only, because the concept of Terraform is same only. Okay, only
No.
the
I'm not asking that one. No,
uh,
Suresh. See, the thing is like we get to know each and everyone, like who belongs to which platform, like that. So in that case, if there is any clarification required, we can directly reach out to them, right? That's what I'm asking.
oh, okay. I think yesterday I have posted on voting. So in that, I think we will come to know who is from which background.
But everything it's a
No, no,
number, right?
he just mentioned
Oh,
like other team members what's doing what platform, so we can have a
okay.
quick interaction with others
Okay.
whenever we.
I oh, okay. Fine. Uh, yeah, maybe you want to do right away.
No, it's up to everyone. If we can take it up by tomorrow, that also okay.
We have still 5 minutes. We can do it right away so that it will be useful for everyone, right?
Okay,
Uh,
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll
Yes, sir.
start from my end. Myself, Vijay, I'm basically from Chennai. My background, I'm a system administrator in the core Windows and AD and VMware. Currently working in a company as an IT manager. So recent years, I'm taking care of AWS and DevOps, but it is very basic. So I just want to learn many things. So that's what I joined. So that's it
Sorry,
from me.
actually, I missed your name. Can you just
Vijay,
repeat it?
myself.
Vijay.
Vijay.
Okay. Vijay from which platform?
Windows and AD, VMware.
Oh, okay. Just note it down and then I will share to the group. Okay. Okay, fine.
And currently working in AWS and DevOps basics.
Oh, okay,
AWS
okay.
also basics. AWS also basics.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. So who can go next?
Yeah, I will go next, Suresh. So currently I'm working in AWS, sorry, Azure with DevOps actually. DevOps a little bit actually, but more into the Azure. But my previous experience is with Windows and VMware. Windows and VMware. That's it.
Okay, name? Sorry.
Hari Krishnan.
Sorry?
Hari Krishnan.
Hari Krishna. Okay, okay, yeah. Maybe let me. Yeah, who can go next? Yeah, who can go next? Maybe Kalai?
Yes,
Okay,
my
maybe
background
pre
is Windows VMware
Windows
and
VMware.
AWS.
Okay, AWS. Okay. And the Priya?
Hey, basically my background was from Unix, but currently I'm working in AWS. But hands-on experience I don't have much, but I have learned it as a self-study. But we do
Okay,
have AWS environment in my
okay,
in my firm to play around.
okay, okay. Yeah, Imithyas.
Um, Hi, myself Yes, I'm 2.5 years experience in AWS cloud, and I have a strong knowledge in Linux. So now I'm preparing to learn Terraform as a cloud engineer.
Okay, yeah, okay, okay. Karthik? Okay. Balaji?
Hello, I have experience in Windows and VMware. Last 1 year, I'm working with AWS and Azure platform. I'm also new to this.
Okay, okay, okay. Sandesh, Sandesh?
Yeah, hi Suresh. So basically, my experience is on Windows, Azure, and currently working on Azure DevOps.
Okay. Uh, Sandosh? Sandosh, are you there? I think we have missed Karthik and Sandosh. I think maybe I will post into WhatsApp. They will respond. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is this is also a good
Sandesh,
idea.
I need your help, Sandesh. So I'm on a budding stage in Azure DevOps. So I need some help to know something on the Azure DevOps platform.
Yeah, sure. We can connect later. Yeah.
Right. Thanks,
Okay.
Sandesh.
Yeah. Thank you. Then yeah, we'll connect tomorrow and discuss about the Terraform block and the provider block. Okay. That is a very basic and mandatory stuff. Okay. Okay. Then we can wind up now. We'll meet tomorrow again. Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
everyone.
everything and for
Thanks, Suresh.
suggestions. Yeah, thank you.